Very good morning, my dear students. So in this PPT, I'm going to explain you about the fluid power system and what are the advantage, disadvantage, and application of fluid power system. Okay, why we need to study this fluid power system? Okay, so normally fluid power systems are used to transmit the power from one system to another system in any mechanical industry or any other industry or small intermediate in between the only the intermediate distance between. Okay, so in for example, if you transmit a power from one system to another system in a mechanical in the mechanical devices, we are going to use what any shaft bears or axle. Okay, so in the electrical if you come in electrical field, we are going to use transmit the power from one system to another system means we are going to use some circuits or transformer or any electrical component. But whereas with the help of this fluid power system, we are going to use to transfer from system from liquid from one point to another point means we are going to use some components, and along with that we are going to transmit the power from one system to another system, that is with the help of some liquids. Okay, with the help of fluid or with the help of some liquid, we are going to generate the power and transmit the from one system to another system is called as fluid power system. Okay, so normally the fluid power system is nothing but it uses the some fluids, okay, under the pressure to generate, control and transmit the power. Okay, in intermediate distance, not long distance. Okay, the fluid power is subdivided into, again there are two types, again into hydraulics using a liquid such as a mineral oil or water, and another one is a pneumatic. Using here in the pneumatic system, we are going to use a gases such as an air or other gases. Okay, compressed air and the water pressure systems were once used to transmit power from one central source to industrial user over extended geographic areas. Okay, fluids for power system today we are going usually within a single building or mobile machine. Okay, so here fluid power systems are used in almost different area. Okay, automobile, aerospace, okay, many more area we are going to use. Okay, so here fluid power system perform the work by using pressurized fluid bearing directly on a piston in a cylinder or in a fluid motor. Okay, a fluid cylinder produces a force resulting in linear motion, whereas the fluid motor produces a torque resulting in a rotary motion. This is very important. Fluid okay, I will repeat here. Fluid cylinder produces a linear motion, whereas fluid motor produces a torque. Okay, in rotary motion, linear motion and rotary motion within the fluid power system. Okay, with the help of some parts that is called as an actuator to the desired work. Okay, so to control the components such as the wall regulating the system. Along with this, we are using some components also. Okay, and next one is what are the components of an element or components or elements. So this is in the next slide we are going to study in detail components and elements. Okay, a fluid power system has a pump. So with the help of this pump you can drive the prime mover such as an electric motor or IC engine. Okay, that converts the mechanical energy into fluid energy. Pressurized fluid is controlled and directed by the valves into an actuated devices such as an hydraulic cylinder or pneumatic cylinder to provide a linear motion, or a hydraulic motor, okay, or pneumatic motor to provide a rotary motion or torque. So normally the rotary motion may be continuous or confined to less than one revolution. Okay, so here this with the help of we can with the help of some fluid we are going to generate a power, and along with that some components, that is a motor, pump, driven, compressor, actuator, solenoid. All these parts are used in a hydraulic power system, that is a fluid power system, to generate power from or to transfer the power from one system to another system. Okay, next is nothing but let me understand what you mean by fluid. So normally fluid is defined as anything that can flow such as a liquid or gases is called as a fluid. Normally an example is water. Like if you drop a water on a land or any this flat surface, it will go on move. Okay, it will flow. Okay, so that is called as in a fluid. What do you mean by fluid power? Fluid power, that is it is use the fluid under some pressure to generate or control or transmit the power in a hydraulic power system. Fluid power is subdivided into, again, hydraulics using a liquid such as a mineral oil or water, and pneumatics using a gases such as air or other gases. Okay, what you next one is what are the fluid power system. Okay, so fluid power system perform the work by using with the help of some pressurized fluid bearing directly on a piston in a cylinder or in a motor. Okay, a fluid cylinder produces a force resulting in a linear motion, whereas fluid motor produces a torque resulting in a rotary motion. These to understand fluid, while solving the problem you will understand this. Fluid cylinder will produce a linear motion, fluid motor produces a rotary motion within the hydraulic power system, that is fluid power system. Okay, Next one is what you mean by what is the fluid power. Okay, fluid power is nothing but it is a energy transmitted and controlled by a means of pressurized fluid, okay, either liquid or gases, that is both the system, the pneumatic and hydraulic. The term fluid powers applies the the term fluid power applies to the both the hydraulic and the pneumatic. Okay, so the fluid power or the both the liquids are used to apply both the hydraulic and pneumatic system. Hydraulic uses a pressurized liquid, for example oil or water, whereas pneumatic uses a compressed air other than natural gases. Okay, and the fluid powers can be effectively combined with other technologies through the use of sensor and transducer and microprocessor. Okay, so these are the components which are using in hydraulic power system to generate power from one system to another system. Okay, next one is how does the fluid power work. So what are the components required to perform the given work. Okay, fluid power is the use of the fluid. Normally we studied the hydraulic system uses a fluid, maybe that is water or petroleum under some pressurized, okay, to generate, control and transmit the power. Fluid power is subdivided into hydraulics using a liquid such as mineral oil, and pneumatic system uses a gases such as an air or other gases. Okay, what do you mean by hydraulic power. Hydraulic power is nothing but it is a network in a system that is interconnected pipes carrying a pressurized liquid used to transmit the mechanical power from a power sources like a pump, hydraulic equipment like okay, lifts or motor. This is called as a hydraulic power. Okay, next one is what are the main advantages of using this fluid power system, that is a hydraulic power system. Okay, so the fluid power systems are very look like a very simple, easy to operate, can be controlled accurately. Okay, so and second advantage is the multiplication and variance, multiplication and variation of the forces are very, we can calculate easily. Okay, and third one is a multifunctional control, we can control at any stage of this hydraulic power system. Next one is a low speed torque, we can how much you want to generate a torque, we can generate that much of torque. Okay, the next one is a constant force or constant that is a torque. Okay, so it is a very economical, the cost is not that much of much. Okay, and low weight to power ratio. Okay, now if it look like a very low weight. Okay, and normal last one is the fluid power system can be uses where the safety is vital importance. Okay, these hydraulic power systems are used where the we can where we are getting the safety. Okay, so that is the main, these are the some 8 points of advantage of fluid power system. Okay, and also it is many more these fluid power systems are used in across the all over the area. Next one was applications. Okay, normally here applications, so applications are used again these are divided into sub three types. Okay, so first one is industrial, so hydraulic power system can be used in industrial, also known as the fixed part. Okay, so to in a metal working process on injection molding, controller, material handling, all these processes are fixed one. There we can with there we will get a, there we are getting or where there we are getting need of power, that is in the all this 1 2 3, that is the metal working, injection molding, controller, material handling, we are getting where we need a power. Okay, so with the help to where power, so that power we can operate with the help by using this hydraulic power system. Okay, second one is aerospace, so landing gears, braking. Okay, so while landing the aeroplane hydraulic systems are used, brakes. Okay, for example if you take any four wheeler, four buses or any bus, lorries, trucks. Okay, here there we are going to use this hydraulic power system, that is with the help of some fluid we are going to stop the vehicle. Next, and in the third case in mobile sector also we are going to use this hydraulic power system, that is here the fluid power is used to transport, execute and lift the material as well as to control power mobile equipment. Okay, so here and at the end of the use industry include the construction, agriculture, marine and the military application, include the backhoes, grades, tractor, trucks, brakes and suspension, spreaders and highway maintenance of the vehicles. In here and in mobile sector also we are going to use this hydraulic power system. Okay, so just to understand this, what you mean by hydraulic power system, what are the advantage and disadvantage. Okay, so here just you know, hydraulic power system is nothing but it uses a liquid to transfer or to transmit the power from one component to another component with the help of some fluid. Okay, so like liquid or gases, so is called as fluid power system. So again fluid power system can be classified into two types, hydraulics and pneumatics. So hydraulic is uses a fluid, pneumatic is also uses a liquid, but in a hydraulic power system you are going to use a liquid, say water, petroleum oil, etc. But in whereas in a pneumatic system you are going to use only the liquid, but in the form of gases. Okay, so in the form of gases to transmit power from one system to another system, okay, is called as, that is the main difference between the hydraulic and pneumatic system. Okay, so this is about the hydraulic power, this is about the introduction of fluid power system. Okay, so it is also called fluid power system. Okay, so as the name indicates, fluid means we are going to use the fluid and transmit the power from one system to another system, that is intermediate distance, not long distance. Okay, so such time we are going to use this hydraulic power system. Okay, I think you understand this. Thank you.